Okay, so this is just a quick video to say that from the 19th of November 2021, there will be no more dates to be watching for, not for me, not for you, not for any other person on YouTube or anywhere in the world, because the day will have come. And the day of our transformation will have manifested on the 19th of November 2021, and therefore either you will be transformed or you won't be transformed, and that is dependent upon your faith, because not all Christians will be transformed. And this is why we've gone through 7.5 years of this lunar timeline, where God has revealed to us the passion of the Christ and the great mystery that's revealed in the Gospels surrounding the passion of the Christ, in that the Gospel of John is running a day behind the three synoptic Gospels. On the night of his betrayal, it was Passover night in the three synoptic Gospels when they have the Passover meal in the upper room, but it was before Passover in the Gospel of John chapter 13 verse 1, and yet Jesus is still betrayed in this night in the Gospel of John, but it's before Passover. And this is confirmed in John 18 verse 28 when Jesus is taken to Pontius Pilate in the morning, that they still haven't yet had the Passover in the Gospel of John. Again confirmed in John 19 verse 14 that it was the day of the preparation for the Passover. And then when Jesus is taken down off the cross and put into the tomb, that it was a high Sabbath, and that high Sabbath is a feast day Sabbath. And that's when the first day, the Feast of Unleavened Bread, would begin in the Gospel of John, which is initiated with Passover night. As you can see, there's only 3 blood moons, meaning there's only 3 night watches, because the 4th night watch was taken out of the night and put into the daytime between the 6th to the 9th hours, which explains why the 3 synoptic Gospels witness it going dark between the 6th to the 9th hours, which is 3 hours, because this is the 4th night watch that's come out of the Gospel of John, put into the daytime period, which is why it's the 15th day in the Gospel of John here. But it's the 15th day in the 3 synoptic Gospels, which is why only those 3 witness this 3-hour time of darkness. So because the daytime began earlier, it means that obviously we have room for a 3rd night to happen within the first day, the Feast of Unleavened Bread in the Gospel of John. And this is best seen in the lunar overlay flowchart. This is a simplified version of the Dual Passover Night Timeline in order for you to see the parallel of how God has timed the lunar eclipses to happen on the Hebrew calendar from April 2014 all the way through to when the Gospel of John begins, which is on the 31st of January 2018. So therefore you have 47 lunar months on the top, 12 hours of nighttime, 12 hours of daytime for the first day of the Feast of Unleavened Bread. And then on the bottom is the Gregorian calendar for the Gospel of John, first day of the Feast of Unleavened Bread, which is also 47 lunar months. Okay, without a 4th night watch happening during the night time means that we have room for a 3rd night time period to happen, and therefore the morning twilight on the 19th of November 2021 is the morning twilight after 3 nights. And we need the morning twilight because Jesus gave up his spirit at the end of the darkness, because he was not only establishing the new covenant, but also the new creation. And that's why God said in the very beginning, let there be light. It transitioned from dark to light. Creation began, and that's why Jesus gave up his spirit at the end of the darkness, known as the morning twilight. So I just want to show you the parallel of the lunar eclipses, just how perfect this is. Only God can do this. Perfection. 47 lunar months on the top and 47 lunar months on the bottom. So where it would normally be the latter half of the first day of the Feast of Unleavened Bread between 3 p.m. and 6 p.m, the Gospel of John has the opportunity of having a 3rd night within this time period. And therefore we finish at the end of 47 lunar months in the morning, when it would have been the beginning of the night time. Okay, after 47 lunar months, it finished on the 11th month on the Hebrew calendar. This also finishes on the 11th month on the Gregorian calendar, using the full moon as the new moon, because you can only get a lunar eclipse happening on a full moon. So again, we have a morning twilight, a transition from dark to light. So this is where our new creation in Christ will be made visible and manifest, and we will be transformed. So You have a week to go. Please like this video, put a thumbs up on this video, and please just write a comment. By putting a thumbs up and making a comment, it helps the algorithm of this video go out so many others can see this video and see it and believe it in time. This has gone on for 7.5 years, and this day is coming. And there are many Christians who are, you know, thinking that there's going to be dates after the 19th of November. There will not be any more dates after the 19th of November. This is it. The time of watching comes to an end, because Passover night is to be kept as a night of watching, and this is the end of after 3 nights. The sign of Jonah is completed, really, with 3 nights here, as well as it being the sign of Jonah here, and another 2 days to represent 2,000 years. This is the end. So the transformation will happen on the 19th of November, and there will be no more dates, not even from myself, but from no one. There will be no more. You need to get this. There will be no more watching on YouTube, no more watching at all, because the transformation will happen. And if you've missed it, there's no way of you having it. It will be too late. So you getting transformed isn't dependent on you believing this, it being from God, but it helps to be a litmus test to see if you do truly have faith. Because if you can't believe that this is from God, you have to ask yourself and examine your faith to see if you do really truly have faith to hear God's voice. Because it's all centered on his Son Jesus Christ and on the gospel and of our salvation in him. And if you can't receive that, then you need to ask yourself, am I going to be transformed on the 19th of November? Because if you struggle to believe this is of God, who is absolutely perfect in time to do 18 lunar eclipses over 7.5 lunar years, if you can't see that this is of God and that no person could put this together, then you need to ask yourself if you have faith, and you need to ask yourself that quickly, because the 19th of November is in a week's time, less than a week really now, because I'm pretty much going into the 13th now of November. So believe, because when you miss this, you're going to weep bitterly like Peter did. God bless you, everybody. Have a great day. Please like and share this video. Just like it. Just put a thumbs up. That helps so much get this video out. Thank you.